And just like that, we are live on two of the platforms. Time to go live on two more right now. Let's see if it's going to work right off the bat. Okay, we're still looking good. I think that's 3 days in a row. So I think I figured that out. Finally. It's muted still. Perfect. It's going to be a chill stream. A very chill stream. I'm just going to be putting together some Legos and unwind for the evening. Had a very kind of annoying especially last few hours dealing with customer service agents and a very large company trying to screw me over. So just trying to relax and put together a Lego. Where we left off yesterday was step 166. So that is what we're going to be starting with today. Is step 166. We're beginning our green journey. The first time we're working with the green piece. And because these are all semi-translucent, it's kind of difficult to tell. Differentiate the pieces between each other because they're all opaque. So they were wise and made it opaque in the booklet. But they start blending together pretty good at this step. I think this is the piece that it wants, so I'm going to put that to the side. The next piece that it wants is a pyramid of sorts. And I think it may not be this. Let's see. It wants me to put it... No, it's definitely not this piece here. Definitely not this piece. See what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to tell. I think it's this piece, though. Let's see if it looks right. I think that's what it's going for. And then a normal 2x1, just in this lovely green color. I don't think it calls for a double-sided 2x1, just a normal one like this. And it wants me to put it on the back side. But where on the back side does it want it? Because there's two places that it could be. Hey, Sherry, you're back. What's up? What a lovely surprise. I'm doing well. It's going to be a chill stream because the last few hours I've been dealing with this customer service agent, so my blood was boiling, so I'm relaxing with some Legos. How have you been? Thanks for coming back. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. I'm just now starting, so you're coming right from the start. I think this piece goes on the end. Squishes in there. Have you built any Legos today, Sherry? Step number 1 done. 166, I should say. The next step is... This piece is definitely the one it wants for this step. A 3x2. And I think that long piece I was going for at the start. From where are you? I'm in the United States. I'm on the West Coast. And you may hear it, but the filter, the audio filter, might be weeding it out. But you might hear rain behind me. So I'm on the West Coast where the sun does not shine. And you said you're from India, right? Is this the piece that it wants? I think it is. And I think it wants me to put it... Oop, almost lost it. I think it goes like this. But that doesn't fit very well. But I'm going to try it. Like this. Kind of like a hood there. Doesn't fit the best. But I don't see another piece that they want there. So I'm going with it. And then this just goes on the back side. And it kind of extends that piece, it looks like. Am I reading that wrong? Huh. This is definitely not going to be very structurally sound. Definitely not. Because you guys probably not going to be able to see this, but on the back side of this piece, it's like a recess. So this is only being held on by 2 studs. Oh, that's like the same, that's almost the same price as your Batmobile, right? I feel like that's a pretty decent price for this set. I feel like it's a lot of pieces, a lot of light up pieces. I think you're going to enjoy it. Did you finish that Batmobile? Was it a Batmobile? Am I remembering correctly? Let me see. All right, this matches up pretty good. So I think that step 167 is good. The next step calls for this piece, a double-sided, two double-sided, and a normal 2x1. Okay, now we're going to be putting stuff together, but which one do we want? Huh. Wait a second. Wait a darn second. I think it already wants me to combine these bricks. The backside of one another? It must. But that does not fit together very good at all. No, I haven't finished Batmobile and its price is $20,000. So quite a bit more. I want to look up, I want to look up this Batmobile. Is it just, if I type in Lego Batmobile, will it be like the main one that pops up? I want to see what you're working on. Lego Batmobile. Oh, there's a bunch of options. Is it like a Batman Forever? Is it this one? Can you see that one? Or is it the blue one? Bunch of ones. I'd be interested to see what you're actually working on instead of just imagining it. All right, going back to this step. Okay, definitely. Jeez. It's not that one. Okay, so this fell off. So let me put this back on. So this is like this. Oh, I think I see the mistake. It was, oh, nice. This was a Christmas gift. That's funny. All right, so let me just start from the basics again. And then this one is like this. And this one wants me to put it like this. And then facing this way, connecting like this. Okay, this is what it wants me to do. But that does not fit very well. I don't know if that's what they want. This. Okay, let me try again. For certain, it wants this. For certain, it wants the position like this and all the way there. Okay, so this must be it, and it just wants the gap. I'm gonna trust the process. And now we're gonna continue working on this in this manner, and we'll be taking this piece right here, and okay, we're filling that gap. Okay, I was right. It just didn't feel right in my gut, but I needed to trust my gut. And then this goes. Have you worked on it today, Sherry? The Batmobile. Oh, this one is probably a double. So this one, and then this one probably extends this like so. So now it's flattening it out. And then this goes on the very end to give it a joint. Okay, now I'm starting to understand what this is supposed to look like. Now on to 169. 169 just calls for a simple square piece. It can't be that simple, can it? Okay, and then it wants me to position the base in this manner. Let me move that to the side. And we're working with this cord. No, not this cord. Where is the cord? Oh, I snuck it behind these little prongs. Da, da, da. And I think that's actually the correct manner of which it wants me to do this in. Facing outward, this square right in the middle. And then it goes in this recess, connecting those two. Boom. I love it when a plan comes together. So now we have the first integration of the light up Lego piece, which is still what I'm most excited about. And I think we just set that to the side, and it looks like we're going to build another version of that. A less confusing version, to be sure. I think these are the two pieces that it wants. And then this one, a receptacle piece. It's obvious why that is there now. Now that I kind of know what's going on. And I believe this is the pyramid that it wants me to use. Oh, and this is way easier than the other step. This step over here, connecting those two with this piece facing this way. Careful not to shake the desk too much because it messes up the overhead camera. I need to be mindful of that while I'm doing this. And then on top it goes like that. That was a nice click. And it looks like I will be combining these pieces. I don't know. Oh, there's a spot for the wire. That's pretty clever. And then it combines like that. So there's a little gap in between them. Bro, I recently subscribed to your channel, so I want to ask Lego or Pokemon cards or Beyblades. Like, what do I prefer out of those three? My preference? I'm going to say Beyblade out of those three. And the reason why is because my childhood, I was way more into Yu-Gi-Oh than Pokemon. I do really love the Pokemon card game, but I will say, if like I have friends over, or if my girlfriend has friends over, literally if anyone comes over and I bust out some Beyblades, they might scoff at the idea at first. They might go, Beyblades? Are you kidding me? They might do that. But then they let it rip, and then it's game over. They're hooked. They love it too. So I think the universality of Beyblades is pretty fun. So I think the order for me is Beyblade, then maybe the Pokemon card game, just because I love card games. It's my passion. My biggest passion is card games. And then Legos. I do really enjoy building things, though, so it's kind of a toss-up. It's a toss-up between second and third place, but I think first place is Beyblades for sure, even though it's cost me too much of my monies lately. Way too much of my monies. And that's not good. But I still really do enjoy playing it. And honestly, I haven't played it much recently, and that's kind of a shame. Alright, now this piece I just made, this like crystal piece, green crystal with a light up piece inside, goes in. You can't see it from this angle, and I'm kind of scared to pick this up, but there's a receptacle inside of it, and this piece is like the most fragile piece, so I gotta be really careful not to damage this. Really careful. And I think this is the right way up. Okay, I was able to pop it in there, but even just doing that, like semi-broke. But it's still together, so mission success. All right, the next step is an easier step for sure. And I already put the end cap. This is calling for an end cap for this piece, but I already did that. And then it solely just wants me to finish off the tentacle. Okay, I found your reels funny. I would recommend you should show your collection of Beyblades on live stream. That is a great idea. I actually do plan on doing stuff like that. But the reason why I chose to, like, the first time I'm streaming, because I'm still brand new to streaming, is that I felt like putting this Lego together is great practice for streaming, one, and it also, two, would be like a relaxing environment while I can, like, sort out all the difficulties, because the first few days, it was just problem after problem after problem. And even like today's stream started with the problem. I was having problems with this camera right above me. So once I have this put together and I have everything more dialed in, I'll go into like my Beyblade and Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic collection, because I just have a bunch of stuff kind of raring to go. And then I also want to play the games too. So yeah, I do plan on doing all that stuff. Actually, it was yesterday or the day before. One of the days I had a different platform working. Someone asked me about my Beyblade collection, and I brought out a big box of them because they're like, it's chaotic. They're all over the place. So yes, I will. Keep watching me, Sherry. I'll definitely bust out the Beyblades sometime soon. I'm probably over halfway with this now. Like, I already have the Dark Magician made. The base is really coming together. So I feel like I'm going to be transitioning into like more normal stuff in the next maybe week, few days. I think I made quite a bit of progress, because like the fact that we're communicating right now is a huge dub. And thanks for subscribing and watching those videos, by the way. Super awesome of you. I really appreciate it. And the kind words, I appreciate it way more than you know, my friend. All right, the next step. The next step, where is it? Oh, it's right here. And I will be connecting these pieces. I think they're all the same. So I'm just going to you should try SpongeBob Lego set by Area X Bricks. I do love SpongeBob. So I'm going to have to look that up. I'm going to look it up right now. SpongeBob Area X Bricks. Are you talking about the pineapple? This one? The pineapple. Ooh, they have a Krusty Krab. Might not. Oh, there. Maybe you can see that. Krusty Krab or pineapple? Both of those look pretty fun. I love SpongeBob. Well, I love old SpongeBob. It's cheap and relaxing. Yeah, like I said at the start of this stream, I was just looking to build some Legos and do some relaxation, because you're right, it is relaxing. Any set? Okay, I'll get my hands on that. Great idea. I have it pulled up on my web browser, so I'm going to have to buy one. I think maybe I'll do the Krusty Krab. I think that'll be more fun. But both look great. All right, this is built, and this feels not very sturdy. Like, look how easy that comes out. Is that right? It comes out so easily that it makes me feel like that's wrong. But I don't see any other way. Okay, so this wants to be put in a weird spot. In a spot that I don't see possible at the moment. It wants to be put in there, but... Oh, it wants to be put on it. I forgot about that. There's a spot on that green crystal I just built, and the tentacle goes on it. There's a lot of pressure being put on on the least reliable piece of the set. That does not bode well. Oh well, we got it done though, and nothing disastrous happened. All right, the next piece is calling for this, and another small rod. Oh, found it. All right, so this goes in there, and then this goes in the other side. So that's been built. 175, step 175 was easy. And then we'll use the next step, just goes in there like that. And then there's a sheath that I'm missing. Nope, found it. To just extend this piece out a little bit more, and then to close this off like so. That was an easy step right there. And now we will be inserting this on this side. Oh, one last thing I missed. I gotta put the receptacle arm on there like so. Boom. In the right manner. Did I do it? Yes, I did in the right manner. And there's a ball and socket joint over here. I'm not enjoying this base at the moment, but it hasn't come apart. This is your first Lego set. I don't build Lego very often, but I might have shown you this yesterday. So for some reason for Christmas, my sister likes to get me Legos. And she got me this last year, or like the year before. And it's a Pikachu. And it's not only a Pikachu. Look at this. It looks awesome from the front. Here's the side. Here's the back. But also, too, it comes with this handle right here. And maybe I can show you this way. It comes with this handle. And like everything about this set is high quality. Except, like, did you hear that? Except for, like, every moving piece. Like, everything moves on this, which you can hardly see. It's kind of awkward to handle it. Oh, like, the legs move and whatnot. But all of it comes down to this very small gear. And that small gear is the only piece in this thing that is kind of chintzy, kind of cheap. And it's stripped immediately. So the movement needs to be done just by mechanically moving it with my hands. I don't have any Beyblade, but I'm a Lego builder and I'm building Lego sets from 2016. That's cool. Other than that Batmobile, do you have anything else cool that you're either working on right now or you just got done doing? Like, did you build anything cool? Like, I've always been interested in Death Stars. I feel like Death Stars are like the Lego Holy Grail. All right, now we're back to working on the green piece. 1, 2, I think it wants 2. And then, man, these green pieces are so hard to tell what they want. Okay, I think it wants this. This first piece to go on the tail end of it here. And then the other piece to go on the back side here, just to extend it a bit. Looks like that's what it wants, like a little racing tail on there. And that's all for 178. 179, I gotta flip it over. Use a 6x1. A shorter version of that piece, and I think this is it. A double-sided 2x1. And this one right here. Alright, so it wants me to put this on there. I think, by the way, if you're interested in Beyblades, I think you should try to get the Beyblade X starter set. It comes with a stadium and 2 bays. I think one of them comes with more than 2. I think you'd have a really good time. Like I said, it's universal. Every single person I've shown it to has just fallen in love with the game instantaneously. It is universal. And it wants me to put these 2x1s on the back side of this 6x1. And then we'll be taking that same piece, the small same piece, on the right-hand side. Oh, and actually it wants these two to be on the end, and not on the end, on the middle. Yeah, I'm working on Dark Magician. You already got it? Did you already get the Dark Magician? If so, that's crazy. I would have expected you to order that online. Put that on the right-hand side of this. And then it will go on the right-hand side of... Oh, wow, that fits in there like a hat. Like a cat in a hat. That fits in there strangely good. But that doesn't feel right. Is that supposed to be like that? It feels like... I feel like it can be like that. No, it's lifting that piece out, off and out. So I must have had that backwards. Does it want a hooded piece there? Nope, I think it wants this piece there. More squared off. What? So you saw me build it yesterday, got it, and I'm already past where I'm at? Now that is a slap in the face, but good on you. Good on you. You're going to see probably what it looks like before I am. That's pretty cool, man. Have you enjoyed the set so far, Sherry? I think it's pretty fun build. This is the one for the next step. The hooded piece. The square piece. I think that's a hooded piece that it wants. A 2x1. The hooded piece goes on the end most definitely. And then this one connects the two. And then we want it in this orientation and to be on the left side on the far piece, far end, I'm assuming. Like that. And then we will build another piece like that. A double side, it looks like a double-sided, but it's just a single-sided 4x1. A hooded one like that, and a rare for this build 3x1. First step is that hooded piece to go on there like so. Maybe I'll get a snap. No snap. And then this goes on the far end. The 3x1 goes on the 4x1 like that. In this orientation, and then put that there. Like so. No, that can't be right. It wants it to go like that. That makes more sense. Boom. And now we want to go to the next step is this one. Another one of those. A knobbed piece. And a double-sided 2x1. So we'll take the one that we just put here. We'll put the... Well, shoot. Let's start with this piece. I think that's easier to dissect. That one goes on the end. The two wing pieces fills out the gaps. That is not very structurally sound. There's like nothing there holding it. Let's try this first. This side is confusing me. Okay. I think this is what it wants, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh, and this does not call for a double-sided 2x1. It calls for a... That is where I made the mistake. It calls for a normal 2x1. So I haven't watched Stranger Things yet. I am planning on starting to watch it because I'm a binger, and now that it's all out, I'm definitely wanting to start. However, someone was in the stream, and I think he was here at the same time as you yesterday, and he said he loved it. And I also talked to my sister, the one who gave me this set, and she loved it as well. So I think it's a must watch. So I'm planning on starting to watch that pretty soon. I was actually going to start watching that today, but it just didn't happen. But I am going to watch it soon. And I think that's all. And then I should be able to just put these on now. But there's literally nothing in there. Nothing to keep it in. And it's okay. That kind of went in there pretty good. Just with a little bit of gumption. It got in there. And now I'm going to twist this. Yeah, let me know what you think of it when you watch it. I might actually start it tomorrow, so we might start at the same time and we can compare notes. Yes, you are the only one on YouTube chat. You're the only one on any of these chats, to be honest. So on YouTube, I have the vertical stream that you're on, but I also have the horizontal stream. So if you prefer horizontal, I also have that going at the same time. So you have two options there. But yeah, I watched, and this might sound cringy, but it's what I did. I watched like a really big streamer like start from the very beginning, basically. As like a challenge. So I wasn't expecting to get any viewership. So the fact that you're here hanging out with me is much appreciated, my friend. And this wants to go into this recess. What's a good way to route that though? It wants it at the far end. Okay, maybe I should put it up top like this. Maybe. M-A-B-Y. Maybe. Huh. No. It wants it, this one, facing downward on the end. Will that work? I don't think it matters that much. And then just route it out the side like so. Snap into place-ish. And then this one goes into that receptacle, I think. Yes, it does. Like so. Another gemstone. It feels... Okay, this is good information. It feels weird there. What does that mean? Like, is it laggy? Or is it like choppy? Any feedback there? Because that would be very helpful because the other streams are also horizontal. So if I need to fix something, that would be very helpful to know what I need to fix. All right, looks like this is the last crystal I need to make. I think this is the one it calls for. Yes, it does. A pitching mound. Where's that piece that it wants? I think it wants a hooded piece, but I don't see it. Am I missing one under the book? No. Where is that hooded piece? I don't think it's calling for this one. So maybe I put a hooded piece where I shouldn't have over here. Maybe that one's calling for something different. Well, let's work with what I got for the time being. It is like wobbly. Huh. It's like wobbly. I'm about to look for myself. Because I did not know that. Thank you for that information. I wonder if I can join my own live stream. Let's see if I can join it. Oh, I don't think it's letting me join. Oh, that's a shame. Well, I'm going to have to figure that out. Let's see if I can do this. Let me see if I can go incognito on one of these. See what I'm saying? I was doing like what I was saying to you earlier. But I'm using this Lego stream and just streaming in general at the moment as like getting all the kinks out before I get into like the Beyblade and all the other stuff. So every day something new has popped up. Let's see. I might be able to pull it up here. Okay, I have it pulled up here. Now I'm going to be doing motions to see if I can replicate the wobbliness. Huh, it's not wobbly for me. Or at least I can't tell if it's wobbly at all for me. But at least one of my streams is good for you, Sherry. But I appreciate that feedback. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Even though it's not wobbly for me at the moment, it may start being wobbly here in a second. So thanks for pointing that out to me. Hopefully I can fix that. All right, where was I? I was on this piece. And I'm missing the hooded piece. So I'm just going to be using what I have here. And it's this piece. And it wants... I'm just going to orient it like this, I think. And then that one is done-ish. And then it wants a square. Man, this step is all over the place. It wants a square to combine these two. Seems like it. I hope so. I definitely hope it's a glitch on your side. Because it's going on like 7 days of constant errors. It's taxing. And I didn't even know where to begin to fix that. So it probably is not your side, it's probably my side, but at least I'm aware of something going on so I can keep an eye on it and I know what to look for basically. So either way, it's helpful information for sure. This is the one and it wants me to put that on this side. Probably just on the halfway mark. Not like that. Not like that at all. What's going on? Okay. I skipped that a little bit. Piece there. Conjoining with the double-sided piece like that. Doing that once and putting that here. No click. Man, I haven't been able to get any clicky clack sounds for quite some time now, and now this second double-sided piece will be here. And then that, okay, now that's making more sense. So I got that there. And that surely cannot be all that they wrote. Okay. However, it wants me to put this one, which I have like no room on that chord for some reason. Literally no room on that chord, so I'm going to wait to do that. But it wants me to put that in there. Why do I have no room in this chord? That is going to be a problem. You have a YouTube channel also? I need to check it out. What do you do on the YouTube channel? Legos? Do you do Legos on your YouTube channel? Did I route this chord wrong? That would be disastrous if I did. If I did make that mistake, I don't think there's any going. Art video? Oh, that's cool. I certainly need to check it out. You do like paintings? Can I make that route any shorter? I think I might be able to get away with it. Channel name is Pan Pavanjot. All right, I'm gonna look it up right now. Pavanjot. YouTube. I'm looking it up right now, Sherry. Oh, and I just noticed that my horizontal video doesn't have the chat going. Oh, there it goes. Now I have the chat going. Wow, I just noticed that. Ridiculous. Pavanjot. Oh, I found it. Oh, you do some Lego stuff. Sweet. That's some cool stuff. I'm not gonna play it right now because of the sound and the audio, but I saved it, so I'm gonna check it out after I get done with the stream. Thanks for sharing. That's pretty cool. All right, now what step? Okay, now I remember what step I was on. Another one of these. Pretty much all the pieces I have left are going to be on this step here. So the first thing to do is not this one. We'll be using this one. The first thing to do is make this have a knob at the end of it. And then put a 2x1 there. And then the 3x2 on it with some overhang. And then step 190 calls for a bit of more of the same, really. And it's just to connect those pieces. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's all it calls for. Is there... Okay, I can see why now. So this goes in there. I don't think this is going to work. I think I'm about to take this apart, which is going to be devastating to take this apart. Yeah, I don't see how I can... Oh, shoot. Can I route it a different way? Can I go in between these pieces here? Oh, fried chick blocks. Hello. Thank you for being here. I just realized I made a devastating mistake. This cord, and this is a light up Lego brick, which is, I think, super cool. I routed this wire, the shortest wire, and I need more length. And there's no way to get more length without taking it much more apart than I wanted to do. So thanks for checking me out, man. Thanks for coming in the chat too. Super nice. Oh man, oh man. I don't see a way to do this. What if I move this to the side and just pry up this piece? What kind of Lego set is that? Let me show you, because it's pretty sweet. It is. So this is what I've already done. This Dark Magician. So that's pretty sweet, right? And what I'm working on here is the base for the Dark Magician. And this is what it's going to look like once it's all said and done. But check this out. These pieces right here, light up pieces. It comes with a light strip. And more impressed, I was super impressed when I opened this. It came with a stainless steel Dark Magician card. They misspelled born. It says brawn to play. And here's, I think, in my mind, this is the best part so far of the experience. Is this box. This box, super high quality box. Dark Magician art, very cool looking art, but when you open it, it's like a Hallmark card. They have Dark Magician pop out at you. So like, boom, pop out, and a metallic Dark Magician in the background. So far, pretty impressed with it. You can use metal wire for... I could use metal wire, but I definitely don't want to do that. So I did just pull up this piece, which isn't that bad. It gave me a little bit more room. So I'm gonna try again to see if I can squeak this out. Thanks, man. Thanks, Fried Chick Block. Thanks for being here again. I was super impressed with it so far. This is the first time I've ever put together like a knockoff Lego set. You know what I mean? And I didn't know what to expect from it. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Hopefully I can put this the other way. Shoot. And I've been more than impressed. I was expecting low quality, but yeah, it kind of knocked my socks off, especially when I saw the light up bricks. Of course, I put this in the wrong way. Ooh, that comes out. That makes it a little easier. Okay, got it. Now I gotta plug this in back in. The wiring does not fill me with the most confidence though. It's like super thin. Makes it very stressful to use it or to maneuver it. But what's the worst that can happen? Just one of the bricks not light up? Is that in there? Came off. Come on. Okay, I think that's back in there. So it wants it to be positioned in this manner here. No, that is definitely not in there. Oh man. Fried chick blocks, you came in at a time where I look very... I'm having a tough time right now. Do you collect Lego sets? Jesus. So no, I don't usually. But this was a gift, a Christmas gift from my sister. So this is like, I collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and this is Yu-Gi-Oh themed, so I do collect this kind of. But a couple years ago, my sister got me, I just showed Sherry this a couple minutes ago. She got me this Pikachu Lego set, and I put this together. And then this year, she got me this, so it's become like an annual thing. Bro, can you show that green box on rack in background? Green box on rack. Oh, you're talking about... Are you talking about this? That's not a box. That's actually a sign that says... Yeah, I can show it to you. I can show it to you. 1 second. Are you talking about this? Not a box, but this is a Yu-Gi-Oh card sold here. And I got this from an official tournament store that was closing up shop in my area. They were closing, and I was like, hey, I want to buy this sign. And it lights up and everything. So yeah, this is just something cool I got. But is this what you were talking about, Sherry? Hopefully it was. Kind of hard to put this back though. I don't have the best spot for it. Kind of covers up a lot of my books in that shelf, but all right, that's what you wanted to see. Hello, 710. Hello to you. Thanks for being here. Right now, I'm putting together this Lego set, this Dark Magician Lego set. Got a couple people in here now. Sherry was just asking me what that green box in the background was, and it was a Yu-Gi-Oh sign for an official tournament store that I got a while back. So I was just showing that to him while I put this together. And then in this process, I've realized that I've made a grave mistake when it comes to one of the pieces. This is a light up piece, and the wiring that I chose to wire it is too short. So I'm trying to figure that out right now. And I unplugged it by mistake, and now it's kind of difficult to plug it back in. So that is what you've come in on. Welcome. Thanks you for being here. Man, my hands are too big for this. All right. Take 35. Just need to gently push it together. Lock them in place. I do not want to take this apart. I think that's in there. I hope so anyways. And I just broke it a little bit more. But anyways, so you also collect manga. I wouldn't say I collect manga, but I do have a bunch of books. Like I have the entire Prince of Tennis series. I have all of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Yu-Gi-Oh! and GX. I have Blue Box, but I haven't read it. I think that's it. I think that's all I got back there. Hey, I heard you collect Beyblades. I found it in your bio. I do. I do collect Beyblades. I haven't been playing as much as I would like, but I have a ton of Beyblade X. Someone asked me yesterday how many I had, and I want to say in the 90s, maybe 100. I have way too many Beyblades. Actually, if you go to my channel's shorts page, pretty much all of my shorts are me opening the Beyblades, which people seem to like those kind of videos. But yeah, I do have a ton of Beyblades. Do you like Beyblades too? Do I have any other books back there? I probably have a few more manga besides those, but those are the main series. So I wouldn't say I collected. I just, if I want to read it, I'll probably buy it. Then I went on a kick to buy out some of the series that I like. I think that's in there as good as it's gonna get. So now I'm gonna put this piece together and hope that I've managed to salvage enough length from the pieces. And I don't think I might have squeezed out just enough juice. Just enough. I don't think it's actually quite plugged in though. Okay, is that together? I think that's together. Does it pop in there? I think I got it. Most expensive card I own. The most expensive card I own is a couple $1,000s. It's actually gone down quite significantly in price. It used to be the Holy Grail, but since like people that really aren't into the game got into the game, especially after 2020, it became less of a Holy Grail, and that's DDS Blue Eyes. For the longest time, that was the card to have in the Yu-Gi-Oh hobby, and for some reason, it's kind of fallen off. And actually, recently, there's a reason for it. The biggest reason for it is recently they've reprinted the Blue Eyes card in that rarity. So for the longest time, in that art style, you couldn't get it in secret rare. That was the only secret rare. So that had something to do with it, and they recently reprinted it in that rarity. But that didn't hit the price as dramatically as before. Like, it was tanking for many years before that. So that wasn't just like the cause of it. So that's the most expensive card I own. I don't think I have anything else that beats that. I like, I prefer... Did I miss a chat? I don't think I missed a chat. Oh, you're saying bye? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Sorry to see you go, but have a good day. Appreciate you hanging out. Fried Chick Blocks and Hello 710. Are you still here? Hanging out with me? I think I salvaged that. I hope I did. I won't know until I plug it in. Oh, and that is the end of bag number 3. Gotta check to make sure I didn't miss anything. There we go. Wait, is that live? No, it's not. Oh wow, I missed a lot. There we go. Now I'm updating I was just updating the chat for the vertical format. Okay, so now where was I? That was the end of bag 3, so actually that might be a great time to end it. Let's see if I can find bag 4. No label on it, but I'm pretty sure this is bag 4. So now I'm at a crossroads. Do I stop there, or do I go into bag 4? I feel like that's a good stopping point, so I might actually call it there. because this bag is quite intensive. And that would, yeah. I think I'm going to pick up bag 4 tomorrow. Let me put that to the side. So thanks everyone for being here with me, hanging out while I put together this Lego set, this Dark Magician Lego. We made some progress. I salvaged that wire. I will pick up bag 4, where I'll continue this base. You can barely see it on screen. Tomorrow for you guys. Again, I really appreciate everyone being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Come back tomorrow. Have a good night. Oh, thanks so much, Fried Chick Blocks. Just keep posting your Lego sets. I will. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing and hanging out. I didn't realize you were still here. Sorry to leave you hanging then. If I knew, I probably would have continued a little bit longer. But I'll be back tomorrow if you want to come by. Alright, I'm going to end the Kick stream. And I just ended the YouTube stream. Alright, Fried Chick Blocks. It's okay. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, but thanks so much for subscribing. Hopefully I can post some more stuff for you. See you later.